Hey everybody, welcome back. Our country's looking a little big here, isn't it? We just finished conquering every civilization that we know. And so we've got to start looking east and west. We got to find that other continent. This might be it. We need some better boats to actually scout it, considering barbarians really control the waters over here. We're almost done cartography, which will get us caravels, which can go across the ocean, so we don't need to be all picky and go along the coast here, where they were getting us. We can just cut across and go around them. But this is a good experiment. Are the people of the other countries going to know I'm a warmonger when they meet me? Because so far as I know, none of the people I killed knew anyone from the other continent because we killed them so fast. Alright, so we need to settle the rest of this continent. Let's just scout a little over here. Okay, well, there's a lot of rice there. If there's some sea resources, you know, like pearls or something, I might want to consider getting that. Also, the road construction is still going on outside. Don't know if you'll hear it or not, but I have the microphone angled differently today to possibly help with that. Okay, right, so we need to move all of our people kind of around where we want them. We're starting to transition to a more peaceful game now. We should probably scout up here. It's probably just water. We can see going into water. But maybe there's a tribal village up there we could still get for some gold or something. Anyway, I believe we already have someone marching down to here. And we have someone going there for sure. Between episodes, I went around with the settler lens, but I didn't really find any new spots I wanted to settle. It's just there, here, and I want one right here as well. So, we might end up getting one over here. I don't know. I think we're pretty much good. We might settle down here as well, actually. I should scout that. That's a good spot to put my new guys. Alright. So we need to repair some of our old cities up. And outside of that, can I transfer cities? No. Damn, Inquisitors can't do that. Okay, so he's got a hell of a march to go. But our big goal right now is to massively expand our religion to our entire continent before facing off against the religion of the other continents. But I think we have victory in hand. So we can afford an apostle right now if we want to, because our faith return is fantastic. But I don't think we really need an apostle right now. I mean, we can always get them. They get promotions, and sometimes those promotions can be very good. I mean, the martyr promotion is a great one to get, where if our apostle dies in theological combat, we get a relic for it. It's the only real way to get relics, other than, I think tribal villages could have them. And I believe there's a great general who has a retire ability where they give you a relic, so that's cool. Relics are tourism items that go in temples. However, they're not very strong for tourism after the halfway point of the game. I think I'm gonna get a second Inquisitor, because they're actually cheaper than missionaries right now because we've made so many missionaries, and we'll keep him there. There are some sea resources, but I think we're good without it, honestly. So, our big goal right now, the game's probably going to be going a little bit faster now that we're not focusing so much on combat for a while. But it's time to get our infrastructure up, especially our religious infrastructure. Can make an apostle. It's going to yell at us about that every turn, probably. We're already working on a granary in Bergen, so that'll be taken care of. Okay, this Inquisitor is going all the way up there. Whereas our heavy chariot, right, he's just the scouting one. The other Inquisitor, you know what, I'm gonna have him just kinda hang out. Actually, he shouldn't hang out in the Holy District because, gonna want to make other units there, probably. Actually, I have closer places where I could make missionaries, couldn't I? You can make missionaries. In fact, you can make Inquisitors too. I should have made them up there. But you're of my religion, and you already have a shrine, so I can make a missionary here to help spread the religion from closer to where they are. Get it done faster. And right now we're just rapidly expanding the infrastructure of the country, something we've been trying to do since the beginning of the game, really.
If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a cartographer.
Clearly written by a cartographer.
The three great elements of modern civilization: gunpowder, printing, and the Protestant religion.
All right. We have our civic completed of Reformed Church. So this gets us theocracy, which is another tier 2 government type. And this is likely one that we want to stay the entire game. I don't even know if we're going to want to jump to something like democracy after this. So the inherent bonus can buy land combat units with faith, which is, with our faith production, going to be valuable the entire game in case a war breaks out. All units plus 5 faith, religious strength, and theological combat, so we have an easier time winning theological combat, which I'm sure whoever owns the Catholic religion on the other continent is going to put up a fight for religion, because it looks like they're trying for a religious victory as well. Legacy bonus, which is for having the government for a long time and switching away, you get to keep a legacy bonus, which is discounted faith purchases, 15% plus 1 for every 15 turns on standard speed. So that's actually substantial discount, especially if you're buying land combat units, if you keep theocracy. Lastly, in influence generation, 5 influence points per turn. At 150, you get 2 envoy. I believe this is the same as monarchy. Anyway, war and religion is a military one, combat strength plus 4 when fighting civilizations that follow other religions. This is very good for if there's that stubborn country where you can't beat them in religious warfare. You could always just take their capital and that puts them out of the game. Religious orders, all religious units plus 5 religious strength and theological combat, so it's another thing to help you in your religious victory. And simultaneum. Didn't know that was a word. Double faith yield from holy site district buildings. That is incredibly valuable to me right now. So first of all, we're switching from monarchy. If we check our government right now, legacy bonus, 8 more turns for another bonus influence point. I'd rather just switch now. And doing this, we lose a military policy, but we gain an economic one. In general, actually, I like having the extra economic one more than the military one, especially because we're switching to be a bit more peaceful now. We're kind of done our warmongering era. Not to say that we won't get in another war, you never know. I think I'm happy with keeping on the production bonus and the discount on buying upgrades, although I'm tempted to take retainers to help the growth of my country. Cities with a garrison get an extra amenity. You know what? I'll take that over top of feudal contract, and then later when I've upgraded all my military through professional army, I'll likely swap that out for feudal contract again. For economic though, double faith output from holy site district buildings, because that's the majority of our faith right now. Don't want to switch anything democratic, or diplomatic, not democratic. And for our wildcard policy, all religious units strength up in theological combat. We don't need that yet, but we might be taking that later. And getting some wonder production bonus is tempting right now because we can really sit back and get some bonuses. Holy site adjacency bonus. We wouldn't get a ton out of it. I think we're kind of good without it. Great scientist points, I think I'm still happy with that, although Great Merchant is tempting as well. Great Merchants are really fun, great people to get. They have such a weird variety of bonuses. In fact, what's the next Great Merchant? Well, we're not getting the next Great Merchant yet. I don't think we have a single commerce district, at least not a well-upgraded one. Next one's just gain an envoy and 200 gold, which is pretty mediocre. Oop, nope. Don't go away. So I think I'm going to stay on scientist. What's the next scientist, actually? Isaac Newton builds a university and library instantly. Universities provide more science. I'm totally happy with that because that'll let me get a new city undergoing with science quickly. All right, we've just done the major switch. And we're just kind of scouting that area right now. Right, need more amenities. Now, it says people may rebel against us, but you need really low amenities for that. Like, -1, I haven't seen rebel show up below -4. And that was in a game as Congo, where I made the mistake of not taking nearly enough land. So, if we want the money to purchase a caravel, that's way too much. We can faith purchase things now, but it looks like we can't actually faith purchase boats, which is pretty lame. There's a lot we can faith purchase, though. We could faith purchase 2 scouts a turn if we wanted to. I don't particularly want to, but get a caravel building. Right, so what I want to do with him, I think we need some production by Bergen, so we'll start making lumber mills. It's a shame we don't have any fresh water here, because river adjacency gives you bonuses for that. Alright. We need to start converting more. Speaking of river adjacency, though, we're going to start increasing production out there. And we can just have you sleep for now. And we have another trade route here. Let's send it out somewhere. So we don't have a road from that city to the rest of our empire, so we'll move them over there, and plus the city needs to grow. I really love internal trade routes in this game. I very rarely do external ones, I find, and maybe that's a bad idea. I mean, I could be making a lot more gold, but I'm never really hurting for gold in this game. Maybe it's more useful at higher difficulties, especially with Russia, where I can catch up on science and culture by trading with others. So Enlightenment is tempting. Religious tourism effects are halved versus your country. As for the actual government stuff here, none of it really jumps out to me as immediately useful. We already have a reformed church. I think I want to go towards humanism to help catch up our culture, because that's the next big update for theater districts. And for our science, banking. Yeah, I really want banking. And then I want... we already have printing, so we have that bonus to how powerful our religion is. So after banking, I think the next big thing I want to start working towards is... it did the shift tab thing again. The next big thing I want to work towards after that is sanitation and then industrialization, and I'll switch it on the fly if I need to later. Okay. Decent water resources. Crabs are kind of lame, fish is pretty good. But, yeah, we don't really need it that bad. Okay, trade with Rome, because they have good districts, you'll get great money, and that's kind of where I want the road to lead anyway. We can finish a watermill here, there'd be no harm in that. Mosque is also very tempting, and so are builders. We really do need builders over here. We've needed them the entire game. Our faith generation is already fantastic right now. I think I'd rather take builders at the moment. Okay, I don't think we really need a city down here. It would never really be that good. Mass production bonus for making our first lumber mill. I believe mass production... right, shipyard and veteran arsenal. We need it because it leads to other things, namely industrialization, which is the next upgrade for our industrial sectors. But for the most part, it's not really a high priority technology for me unless I'm playing as someone like Germany who really loves their industrial sectors. There we go. Rome officially has dancing on Congo's grave, and I forget, do they have a holy district? Yeah, they can actually purchase missionaries and stuff, so let's actually purchase one right there. Actually, I forgot to check. Can I purchase builders? Damn, if I could purchase builders with faith, I'd do so much of that. That'd be perfect. Exactly what I need. Okay, I want to get the city-states to my religion as well. I don't have the bonus where city-states with your religion give you extra bonuses, but someone else might have taken it. Protestantism was founded by Norway, and they're dead now, so that religion's not progressing at all. And you didn't take it. And you didn't take it, but you could take it. Okay. Well, I'll have to keep an eye on that. Let's actually purchase that tile down there next turn. And right here is where I want another city. So we're gonna have to get more settlers out soon. It's just... builders might be a higher priority, you know, making do with what we've got, because we're not really competing right now for, oh no, are we going to get this city spot before someone else does? Not really a concern of mine anymore. I do want to be the suzerain of all of these city-states that we know, though, and we've got quite the head start on it. We actually make so much faith we can consider starting to buy out religious buildings, and it would probably be a net profit before long. Yeah, one extra spread from anyone coming from there, and I want to buy missionaries from here, so let's actually just faith buy that monastery in Rome. Since we're working on building the great, or the Hanging Gardens rather, and that's going to take a while, someone might beat us to it, but it's not really make or break if we lose it. Not going to lose any sleep over that. There we go. So that missionary has an extra spread now, and it's going to yell at us that we can faith purchase stuff probably every turn. Okay, we're finally going to repair this campus now. And we're already the suzerain of everyone, so I'm not going to use any more envoys on them. I'm going to save those envoys for when we meet city-states from across the world. We can go ahead and purchase this now. There we go, so they've got a better food tile. That looks poisonous. That is the kind of purple color that you associate with poison in video games. That's incredible. Okay, well, we have a lot of stone over here we can work. We should do that. And right now, our money is really bad. We need to start mass expanding with financial districts. That also give us way more trade routes. I think I'm actually going to have these guys just start going across the ocean. They'll go west, I'll have a caravel go east, it'll be perfect.
I saw a bank that said 24-hour banking, but I didn't have that much time.
That's great. Right. We do have, it's not astronomy in this game, it's cartography, that's it. We have cartography now, so we can go across the ocean. It's actually a lot easier to get across the ocean in this game than previous ones. In the previous ones, it was quite the chore. Don't know what I like more, though. Just because it should be difficult to go across the ocean. It's quite the voyage, you know? Okay, it looks like they're converted. It's just symbols are in the way. If we zoom in really far, yeah, they're converted. So Amsterdam is now majority our religion. And I'm sure they would naturally become our religion at some point just because our religious pressure is so good. But I'd kind of like to get it done fast. Don't know why the camera freaked out there. That was really weird. A monument here for the border growth would be very nice. Even though we have natural pretty strong border growth, because not only do we start with a lot of tiles, but you know, we've got religious settlements as our pantheon, so that speeds it up even more. Really like to purchase a builder. I can see our money just went up. We probably just got a district done. But speaking of district, get started on a financial district, or a commerce district rather. Commerce hub, they call it. You don't have a river for adjacency bonus, which sucks. One nice thing is it's really easy to get adjacency bonuses on commerce hubs because you get 2 just for being next to a river. And it's so compelling to settle on a river because rivers mean fresh water, that gets you a water wheel, that gets you so much free housing. Okay, we're gonna take this great musician. No one else is at all trying for culture.
This musician is inspired by our civilization.
Right, we don't have anywhere for him to go unless palaces. Yeah, I think our palaces are already all taken up, unfortunately. Yeah, and we don't get the palaces of places we've conquered, unfortunately. Actually, we could just move, yeah, let's just move the, we'll move our, what's it called, Footprint of the Apostle, which is the relic we found early in the game. We're moving that to a temple, because it can go there, so that we free up our palace for music. At least I believe it can go in the capital. We'll have to see in a second. Just scouting a little bit. See if maybe I wanted to change where I was going to put things.
All that glisters is not gold. Often have you heard that told.
Good rhyme. Okay, we can keep going. Not the most appealing thing in the world, but let's go get that extra incense. So what do our people think right now? Content and happy. So everyone ranges from enough amenities to a little bit extra. Let's buy a mosque there. We're going to buy mosques wherever we can from this point onward. Unless we find someone else and we're ready to start with our big religious takeover. There we go. Now, normally you can't put music anywhere without a wonder until you have broadcast towers, which is much later in the game. So that just got us to use a great musician much earlier than we normally would. And anything to help our culture keep up is pretty nice, considering our science is quite a bit stronger. Still a little bit tongue-tied, I'm sure you can tell. Don't know what's with me today. I have to say, I've played as a lot of countries now, just because between episodes of this, whenever it's too late to record, or there's construction going on outside and it's too loud to record, or anything like that, if I'm not editing something... Oh, we met another city-state. La Venta! That's a religious one. And the unique bonus is you can build colossal heads, which I think is hilarious. I believe there's a bonus, actually, for building a colossal head next to a holy district that has a temple in it. I think it's called Temple of the Hidden Skull or something. It's a reference to, I believe, a British television show. I'm gonna gun for that. I don't have that achievement yet. But there are suzerain of someone else, so it might take a while. Anyway, we have no use for you for now. But yeah, I'm still really tongue-tied. I've been playing this a lot whenever I get a chance to. I've just also been editing a lot and whatnot. So, fortify you there. We need 2 more settlers, and then maybe we'll settle on the other continent, but I don't really see the need to. Our Inquisitor's finally here. Remove heresy. Boom. And it is now not our religion yet. It is still mostly Protestant, but it's not majority anymore. It's mixed. You can tell because the color is the Protestant color, but it's got that diamond symbol for just having a pantheon, which means it's mixed, no one's dominant.
Astronomy compels the soul to look upwards and leads us from this world to another.
Yeah, nothing is super dominant in that city. However, the strongest one is still Protestant. There we go. We've got quite the religious pressure built up here, though. And we still have another use of our Inquisitor. There we go. That flipped it. Alright, so if we check our religion now, Protestant is only dominant in 1 city now. Its holy city's basically been taken over. Confucianism has actually overtaken... Wow, this was a drastic overtake. Catholicism was always beating Confucianism, and earlier this episode, Confucianism only had its default 2 powers. In the last, 10 turns, they must have gotten 2 apostles and upgraded it and mass expanded it. This is gonna be fun. We must have some stiff competition. So, Confucianism was founded. It must be China. Would it be China? Now, China doesn't have any bonuses inherently to faith. Unless they get wonders that help them with faith, because China's very good at building wonders. But Confucianism, the only leader in the game that prefers Confucianism as their religion is China. However, it's possible that this leader prefers Catholicism or Protestantism, and it was taken first, so they picked Confucianism. Like, it could be Spain, who likes to be Catholic, but someone beat them to Catholicism. And Protestantism is a focused on one by quite a few people, same with Catholicism. So, yeah. But yeah, they took papal primacy, which is what I was talking about before, where city-states following their religion give them better suzerain bonuses and whatnot. So we want to really make sure city-states are our religion now. Because we don't want whoever the Confucius people are, we don't want them to have all these extra bonuses for city-states they have delegates with.
The highest story is by stairs, and at their side are water engines, by means of which persons, appointed expressly for the purpose, are continually employed in raising water from the Euphrates into the garden.
Awesome. The Hanging Gardens. Absolutely beautiful wonder. Iconic with the Civilization series. Always an awesome one. Alright, we have a trader here. I don't think we need him there anymore. I'd rather have him in the newest city to get a road from it and to help get it underway. Okay, we finally have our caravel. Perfect. So now we're going to scout both ends of that continent. So it seems like this is just one other continent here. I don't know how the hell they haven't found me yet. All of our prime spots here for our theater district would be using up a resource that I really want to keep. We really have an unfortunate starting location for St. Petersburg, which is not new to Russia, by the way. In Civ 5, Russia and Sweden were considered to be kind of kicked down a notch in the rankings of how good they are because they both have tundra start biases, and when your capital's in the tundra, it's never going to grow that big. So I think what we're going to do... you see, neutral commercial hubs is not that big a penalty. So it wouldn't hurt us too much to take that. Also wouldn't hurt us to take like an entertainment complex up there. But I think we're going to work on builders. It's our top priority right now, even before getting more settlers. Our top priority is builders. But for you, we're going to repair the encampment because we need that military backup just in case someone really just can't be flipped. We're about to finish humanism, though. That'll be nice.
The characteristics of humanism are curiosity, a free mind, belief in good taste, and belief in the human race.
Perfect. So we can... let's go ahead and start trading with... What's our best one to trade with? St. Petersburg is pretty appealing. Got a lot of food in the Congo. Rome is pretty great too. Let's do Rome. I think that's the perfect balance. Okay, we don't actually see any barbarians here now. I wonder if people started finally clearing them out. Having no competition for culture is weird to me. Because we just met Buenos Aires. Influenced by one civilization right now. Yeah, they're industrial. Your bonus resources behave like luxury resources, providing one amenity per type. That's an incredible bonus, oh my god. And you need 3 delegates to become their suzerain, so yeah, there isn't any competition for that one. There's only one person trading with them. Wow, that is fascinating. That is such a good bonus. That is so much better than the majority of city-states. That's incredible. Wow, that's probably a little overpowered, to be honest. Okay. I'm gonna have this great writer just wait around until we have another amphitheater, because I would like to expand my culture. And triangular trade is really nice. 1 faith and 4 gold from every single trade route. We're gonna, you know what, we're gonna take diplomatic service and then work to mercantilism, because one thing of diplomatic service, I believe, is holy wars, and we might have to have one of those. Protectorate War, Reconquest, Liberation, Holy War. Yep. Holy War is a justification for war because people are trying to convert you.
Bom dia. É uma honra conhecê-lo pessoalmente. Parece que mentes brilhantes se atraem.
Okay, so I've played a little bit as Brazil before. They're great person spammers. They're incredibly fun to play. And I absolutely love their leader. How he looks, how he acts, his mannerisms and everything. Oh god, I love this guy. Pedro II. Well, sample your hospitality. Okay, so we know where one of your cities are now, so we can trade with you if we want to. We can see that you have no religion in this city. In fact, these city-states don't either. Fascinating. Okay. Kind of keeping it at range of them, because they can't go off the coast. And we don't have anywhere to put you right now, because we really do need more theater districts and whatnot. We're going to transfer him up here, because this is the next place where we're going to have an art museum. And builder. Okay, so we're at the point now where we're going to start mass producing like inquisitors and missionaries and whatnot to start sending them overseas. It's just, you know, the quickest place to transfer would be from here to here, but I don't know if this is just Barbarianville or if right in the fog here is a city and we'll be fine. I don't know. Considering there's so many barbarians up here, that tells me that they might not have settled over here much and it's kind of lawless. I don't want to go losing my missionaries like that because they get more expensive every single one I make. Alright, well, start making a theater district. We could also use a commerce district, honestly. Brazil switched governments to monarchy. Okay, well, that doesn't really affect me. And we can get a lighthouse going, this food, gold, housing. Do we have a holy site here? We do already have a holy site. We'll purchase our mosque right away. Our faith is basically doubled this episode between our civic changes, or rather our government changes. I don't think they call them civics anymore. I can never remember, honestly. Yeah, it's civics tree, and then government tenants or something. I don't know. I've played so many Civ games and they all have different names for different things. Okay, this might actually just be a tiny little island right there, which explains why no one found me through it. He's asking for a lot. He's offering a lot of gold, though. And you know what? We need the gold. Normally, I wouldn't do a trade like that. I just gave him 3 luxuries. That's a lot of amenities for his people. And he is Brazil, whose unique building is a... can I have open borders with you? Actually, did you just give me open borders in that trade? You did. You know what? Thank you. And delegate, please. Politely refuse. All right. I know you're probably not thrilled that I'm moving, like, scouting with swordsmen, whatever, but why am I bringing a siege tower? You're probably paranoid about that, and honestly, I can't blame you. Alright, we need to get some progress going already, so I think what I'm gonna do, move him out. And we'll just see where we can land. We need something down there. Make use of that tile already. Found Stockholm, which is a scientific city-state. I think we're about at a good end point, too. What do I want here? I'm tempted to get ancient walls, honestly. You never know an attack from the sea could happen. It really wouldn't hurt. 3 turns? A gold per turn? Do it. Get walls in St. Petersburg. All right. So we've massively overhauled the religious overstructure of the country. Or infrastructure, rather. We have doubled our faith output this episode. We have started getting our lavras and our mosques and everything in so many cities across our country. Across our fine nation. And next episode, we start spreading our religion overseas. Until next time, have a nice day.